All right, back again. um, yeah, so back to the question I asked you before. What would you say? How would you term like how would you say is Joy's life goal?
Well, joy is life goal. Like it's a nice question, and I do have a lot of life goals and things that I want to achieve. But of course, I said I am in my third year of medical school, so being a doctor is one of my aspirations and it is one of the goals. So yeah, being the best doctor I can and providing services like no other. And also, of course, I am interested in music. I sing. I don't know, like I am a singer, so I do sing for Christ. I'm a gospel singer, right? So I do want something to do with music as well. So something along that line. And also, I do aspire to be a businesswoman. So have my own business alongside of all of this is something that I really aspire to do. So yeah.
I'm gonna touch on the music. You know my take about your music. I'm gonna touch on the music later. Uh, I'm businesswoman. So how did this inspiration of a businesswoman come? Like how has this like come together?
I just feel like I have so much to offer, and that's the thing about it. Like, I feel like I have a lot of things that I have in me that I want to come out. Like, of course, I'm studying to be a doctor, but of course, I want to be more than just a regular doctor. I want to sing. I want to have different businesses. Like, I want to be successful, like in this life. I have to make it in this life. I just have to. So yeah, I just want to use all my resources. So when I do leave this life, it's kind of a thing that it's like, yeah, I gave life all that I had.
So, what's your definition of a successful person?
A successful person, wow. I wasn't expecting that. So a successful person for me would be, just having, like, being satisfied. First of all, being satisfied with Christ and being satisfied with yourself. Like, just kind of like looking around you and just being like, yeah, I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Like, just being content with yourself and your surroundings. That's what I would see as successful. Successful does not always mean money, like a billionaire. That's when it's successful. No, successful could be like you being a really good doctor, you being a really good businesswoman, you being a really good singer. Just like taking satisfaction in what you do. That's what I would do.
For me, when I look at my brother, who works in the UK.
Okay.
And now he's a doctor, and I always classify him as a definition of success.
Right.
Success, because he doesn't see that like this, but because of my own definition, it's subjective. Like, people have a different view on what's success.
Right.
But for me, it's like he doesn't think about himself. That's one thing I liked. Doesn't really think about himself. Obviously, you have to be able to support your own family.
Yeah.
He's able to do that, but at the same time, he supports family and extended families, and he cares about everyone, really, about him, about everyone around him, and it's amazing. And it's I always say, like, he's my inspiration. Like, if I look at people, or if I look at how do I say, like people you want to look like in the future, or people you just want like a role model, sort of like that. Yeah, because of how he sees life, how he takes life from a different perspective. So it just brings together my definition of a successful person as a person who is able to take care of himself,
right,
able to take care of his family as well, but cares also for people, like external people, not necessarily people around you, like also people outside of you, people who you view as a less privileged.
Yeah,
I can say that.
I get
it. Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely.
So let's go back. Let's go down to the music. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You know my take on your music, right?
Yeah, you're always supporting me, man. I love it.
So what pushed you to do it? Like I feel like now you before you didn't want to take it serious,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, you have been telling me from the start, like, post videos, do music, do music, do music. And the thing with me is, like, I've always wanted to do it, and I have been doing it. I've been singing in my high school. I've sang in like concerts and stuff. But the thing with me is that I can be, when it comes to music, not in my life, but I can be very like, when I say shy, and very like insecure, because I would say to myself things, it's very bad, but I would say to myself like, oh my god, why are you even singing? Because you're not the best, and you're not as good as so and so, and this person is going to think that you're not even good, and this no la 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 la. But recently during quarantine, I kind of had to just break those cycles and just break those thoughts and just change my mentality. And so it just kind of all started with, I posted a video on Instagram, and that's just how it started. I just kind of, from there, I just started breaking down the walls and breaking down my own stigmas of myself. And I had to just find like my confidence, and it was just a thing for me that it's like, okay, I'm going to sing for Christ because I know that this is the talent he has given me, and I need to give it back to him. Like, I need to use the talent I have to serve others and, serve him. So it was kind of that's like, okay, I'm not doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for God. So it's like, if people don't like it, then I don't care, because it's not necessarily for them, but it's for God. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So after the first video, you just picked on it and you feel like, I could just continue, is it?
Yeah, and then there's a kind of record label in Ireland that I'm with right now, like I'm signed to. It's a small upcoming one, LJ platform. So it was really nice because when I joined it, I feel like they helped me find my ground as well, and they kind of pushed me, and they've been encouraging me to post more videos, and just the advice and the environment that they surrounded me with. It's just been amazing. So like, it's really encouraged me and inspired me to like, get out there more and just do more, because I know I do have so much more to offer. So I just want to explore like all the options, Yeah.
I mean, I remember the first time I heard you singing. I'm like she must be a singer. And so I go like, oh, like okay. So I think I feel the next couple of Sundays you sang, and I'm like, then I had to take a video, like I recorded it, yeah, but the quality wasn't good, so I had to delete it.
Oh my god.
I remember taking a record, and then I kept telling like, yo, like you have to take this serious, like yeah, you want to be a doctor, but this is there, like. I mean, I'm always like, when I see something, I love music, yeah,
right.
And when I hear good sound, or when I hear good, I'm not the best listener to voices, but when I hear good sound, yeah, it sort of like pushes me like, yo, like this is amazing. Yeah. So when the person, because I don't have a voice for, so I feel I'm jealous when people sing better, yeah, So I'm like, and if somebody doesn't take it serious, I'm like, please give me half of this.
Oh, like you have been very supportive from the jump. Like the first time I sang, like you even pushed me, and I was like, okay, maybe I should start singing more, But it was only this year that I really started to take it seriously.
So since I'm just gonna go back to since you came to Poland, have you had any sort of like crazy experiences? Like,
actually, do you know what it is? Like, I haven't really had any direct like racial profiling or like racism like directed towards me. Like, that's a question that I get a lot from people. It's like, oh my god, you're in Poland, you're probably so racist, and how do you feel, all this type of stuff. But actually, I haven't actually experienced it myself, but I do know people who have. So it's just circumstantial, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
a friend was telling me before that she went out with one of her Polish friends, and the Polish girl actually told her later, she's black as well, right? So the Polish girl told her later that, you shouldn't go out by yourself because some of the stuff that these people are saying about you is not good. So I think it is also the language barrier that I don't really understand, which is fine for me, because if I don't understand what they're talking about me, then I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, I also like it that way. Like, if I don't speak, I don't hear.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Yeah.
and if I don't hear, I don't react.
Exactly.
So yeah. But I mean, aside from relationship profiling, have you had any like maybe you went out somewhere, something? I don't know. For me, I've had like a crazy experience. I don't know if it's a crazy experience. So I was in Krakow recently,
Okay.
and I was meant to meet a guy who owns an apartment. Yeah, I was gonna rent an apartment. Yeah, and so I texted him like we were supposed to meet at 1:30. Yeah, so I texted him at 12 o'clock, like I am coming, right?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, see you soon. So then I texted him at 12:30. I'm on my way. Just be sure like there is communication.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. So I got there at 1 o'clock, but because the meeting is at 1:30, so I was just talking to my mom, showing her the place and how it is. And I didn't like the place for sure. I didn't like the place.
Really?
I didn't like the place. I didn't like the apartment. It was dirty. Like it wasn't comfortable for me.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
So I was like, all right. So I'm just gonna wait. I don't want to be like I'm wasting his time. Like I should have told him earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait till he comes outside. I'm gonna pretend like I like it, but I won't contact him anymore.
Yeah.
So that was the plan. So at 1:30, he comes. I take 1:25. I text him like I'm outside.
Yeah.
So he comes outside. Takes 3 minutes. He comes outside, and he's like, "Oh, one girl just came here 15 minutes ago and took the house." What?
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, like 15 minutes ago and took the house. I'm like,
So you just
this is phone age. Like you should just text me. Like
yeah.
I will come and check the house. So yeah, it didn't pay me that the girl took the house. It just paid me that he didn't inform me and I had other things to do.
Exactly.
What I could have done at the moment.
Right.
So yeah, that was crazy. So you had anything similar? You think so? Like have you had anything similar to that?
Honestly, no. Like not really. Like I just go out on the weekends when I'm not studying. I just go out and just do normal stuff. But I don't really think so. I can't think of something right now.
Are you the study person? Like do you like how often do you how long do you take when you study? Like like do you really study too much?
Too much? Is there ever too much?
Yeah, I was gonna say like is there ever too much?
Oh, but I know I try to have a balance. So I study and do try to like enjoy my life because you only live once, and it's really a nice experience being in university and being in med school. So I do try to take advantage, and Gdansk is a lovely place as well. So whenever I can go out, like I do go out, mostly like on the weekends, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when I do tend to go out. But if there's plans during the week, I can try and like plan around my studies to go out. But normally I do try to study during the week, take breaks in my house, go for walks and runs and stuff. So yeah.
So I asked you about how important are friends to you. I'm just gonna ask you, how do you deal with negative friends? Like, since you're a positive person, how do you deal with negativity, like negative friends around you?
That is a really good question. That's a really good question. And this short answer is you have to get rid of them. Like you have to cut them off because they will start to. It's a thing where it's like you give off energy. If I'm giving off positive energy and somebody else is giving me back negative energy all the time, it's going to start affecting me and I'm going to start becoming more. It can either go two ways. You become more negative or they become more positive. But with me, it's like it can start affecting your mentality and surrounding yourself with negative energy and negative vibes. That's what you're going to produce. And you're going to realize that's what happened to me because I actually had a friend that was not very positive and it started affecting me in ways that I didn't even think it could affect me. So that's when I just had to realize that, I can't have this close relationship with them. Like cutting them off doesn't mean like you just hide when you see them. It just means that I cannot personally have a close relationship with them unless it will affect me personally as well. So
yeah, that's true. So for me, I kind of I try to make. I have acquaintances, like you said,
right.
And I have friends.
Right.
So I do not classify friends as acquaintances, and I do not like vice versa. So
Right.
acquaintances for me are people who just like
Hype
hang
man.
out, yeah, like once in a while thing. But friends are like the ones that I know that like no matter what like come up may, like they're always there for me, you know. So
100%.
and I mean I've been in Poland for a while, so I've had like these sort of people, like people who just they send the wrong signal to you. Like the signal is not pushing. It doesn't push you to do good things. It doesn't
Exactly.
push you to
Exactly. Your friends
yeah. It's like,
your friends need to be able to motivate you, and when you have the same mentality as your friends, you're able to uplift each other to greater heights, and that's what I aspire. Like, I don't want to come down. Like, I don't want to go like low in life. I want to go to greater heights. I need people that also want to go to greater heights, so then we can push each other to like reach our highest goals and give all we can in this life. So
well, my brother, like I told, my brother just got to school. My younger brother just got to school, and I keep on telling him like, I've had experiences being in Europe. It's his first time in Europe, and I'm telling him like, as much as you face your studies, as much as you want to try to achieve your goal and do all those things, you also need to put into considerations your surroundings. Your surroundings, not necessarily the country, your surroundings, meaning your friends, the people you walk around. There must be people who sort of push you, motivate you, not those ones who just gonna look at you and be like, like I had a friend who just looks at you, just smiles, like like everything's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, but they don't really like, they know how to help you, but they don't tell you how to help you. If that makes sense.
that makes sense. Makes sense.
So I'm like, you gotta like surround yourself with people who are willing to talk to you, people who are willing to push you, like criticize you when necessary. But
Exactly.
yeah,
100%. 100%.
yeah. So yeah, I just speak to him and I let him know, because I've gone through these experiences in Poland and I understand that. And now that I feel like I am getting older, funny, I feel like I'm getting older, and I sort of like pull myself. So I don't have a lot of friends around me. Usually, I just have people I like talking to people,
Right.
but I have a lot of friends around me. Like I don't. I'm able to be skeptical to people. That's if I can say that. So
Exactly.
yeah. Alright, so this one I've always wanted